Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. I hope you're all fine, I hope you're all safe, and I hope you're all having fun with FPL this season. So for the final time on the deadline stream in this season, guys, I welcome you all, and I guess you're prepared and ready for the madness that's about to come in the next 1.5 hours that we're gonna be with you here. Jackson says, considering they have nothing to lose and focus on Europa. Matthias says, Wiz, you have to play it just for the fun of it, mate. Yeah, um, I understand your point, Matthias. The thing is, with Euro Fantasy and with FPL this season, I think it's been too much football for me, just too much overload. Along with that, I've got this channel in which I make football compilations. So I think it's been too much football for me, and I just wanted to take a bit of a detox from fantasy. But as soon as football is up and over, and we really start to miss it from the very next day, and I hope I'm able to get myself up for it, and if I am, I'll definitely gonna do streams and stuff. Yash says, just a private league, maybe you don't have to stream. Yeah, Yash, definitely. If you're on my Discord, I'll plan something definitely for the Euros. I think they've already made a chat room for the Euros, and they're possibly going to set up a league as well on the Discord. So we're gonna try something definitely here. Ajay says, hey mate, I'm here. Welcome, Ajay. Ashish says, Bruno and Saint Maxima out for Mane and Smith Rowe or Pulisic and Greenwood for a -4. So you want to take out Bruno and Saint Maxima? That's fine, absolutely. I like the look of Mane and Smith Rowe more than Pulisic and Greenwood, my friend. Siddharth says, hey bro, I'm here as well. You're welcome, Siddharth. I hope you're having a good season, and I hope you all have a great last game week 38. For me, last game week was a bit crazy. I thought I had a really decent team for last game week, guys. I mean, it was an absolute disaster, unless like right at the very end, Antonio scored and Lingard assisted him. That was the only redemption, to be honest with you. It was a captain blank, Kane blanked, like Son blanked, all the big guns they blanked. It's crazy game week last time around. Ajay says Rafinha or Harrison. I already have Bamford. Ajay, I prefer Rafinha. As I always say, I feel Rafinha, even if you watched the last game week, he was so better than Harrison. Rafinha is just a better footballer, and I think potential for more points is there. Cinema Crazy says Mane or Firmino. Yeah, that's an interesting question. It all depends on your team. Who are you going to get Mane for, and who are you going to get Rafinha for? I prefer having Mane definitely, because he has an amazing record against Crystal Palace. Does Mane? So that says, so you are going to stream transfer again? I have to, my friend. The thing is, there's a difference here, I've already made up my mind, so I'm not letting myself be confused on the stream. I've already made up my mind. The only thing I have to do is make the transfer, right? So that's a bit different. Sanshiro says, hey Wiz, Mahrez and Son for a -4 to Harrison and Mane. Play it safe, Watkins to Bamford. Play Mahrez, and if he didn't start, Son will come in. I think both the transfers are good, my friend. I think even Watkins to Bamford is good enough. Just play Mahrez. If he doesn't come in, then Son. I think if you have Son, you can just put Son in as well. I mean, Son is Son. That's also the point. I like both the transfers. I don't see any downside with either of them, my friend. James Beacock says Dallas captain. I think that would be too much, James. I think West Bromwich Albion have the knack of scoring some goals, especially if Matheus Pereira plays. I feel they can score one goal in West Bromwich Albion, So I think if you have like Bamford, if you want to captain Leeds player, I'd say Bamford is good, Otherwise, then you already have the likes of Salah and, the usual, suspects. What's the best midfield punt? I need someone that if they don't start, they won't come off the bench. Mahrez, if he doesn't start, he never comes off the bench. That's just the history, I don't know what Pep's gonna do this game week, but with Mahrez, this is the history. If he doesn't start, he doesn't come off the bench. Very rarely does he come off the bench. I play Vidra or Saka. That's a tough one. Very tough one, actually. The thing with Vidra is I think he's going to start. He gets to play 60-65 minutes against Sheffield United, bottom of the league relegated team. Saka plays against Brighton, and they're pretty inspired right now, and they're playing good football. I think if I was you, I'd possibly, tend to go with the... the only thing is Saka's playing in front of his home crowd, and that's the only thing I would consider. I'd say, I'd go with Vidra, but it's a bit touch and go, my friend. Ben says, hi mate, DCL to Antonio or Bruno to Mane or both for a hit. 24 points clear in the mini league. I'd say both for a hit. If you're 24 points clear, I'd like you to be more safe, Ben. And to be safe, I'd say you take Mane and Antonio both. Smelly Web says, we love the drum off last minute transfers. I hope not. The thing is, I'm just checking for news, and I've been getting so many messages in my DMs, and people are just kind of sending messages of all the team news that's coming out. I'm just so kind of... I can't make up my mind if this news is fake or what's going on with the news. Prajwal says Mane for Bruno. Yeah, definitely. Anyways, so let's begin the end game. The end game's already started, Nike. Mahrez or Torres. I'm not sure about that. I really am not. Torres started the last week, but he was taken off due to the red card. He might start again. I'd say Torres is a bit more safe to start than Mahrez, if I was you. It's a bit difficult for me to decide, especially with the City players, because you have no news about them. Sure, Mane is a good pick. Yep, I agree with that. Bruno to Mane worth a hit, 6 points ahead in my main mini league. The thing with Bruno is I don't know if he starts the game, my friend, because the thing is, they've got a Europa League final after 3 days. I think they Ole is going to be willing to give some rest to his players, and I think it's fair to give them some minutes off as well. Bruno's played like so much this season. Ben Taylor says, thank you, you're welcome, bro. Pro Gamer says, Vidra to Bamford and Mahrez to Willock for a -4. I like Vidra to Bamford, not really Mahrez to Willock. I mean, if you don't have the money, I would understand that. But if you can do just Vidra to Bamford, I'd be happy with that as well. Ajay says, I have one of the biggest dilemma between 3 players. It's DCL, Mount and Greenwood. Mount to Rafinha, then start DCL and Rafinha, where I benched Greenwood. DCL benched for Greenwood and start Rafinha. This is a tough one. The thing is, I don't expect Everton to score too many against City. I think City are going to be inspired today. Maybe they're trying to go, and get Aguero his goal and a sending off maybe. So but that is definitely a tough one. DCL bench for Greenwood. If I was you, I'd possibly start DCL and Rafinha. Just because City have been conceding some goals, and DCL at least is nailed on to start and play 90 minutes. Buckshot says, I have Bruno Wiz. I can't do Bruno to Mane as I have double Liverpool defense. What do you suggest? I wish we knew if Havertz was actually fit or not, because Chelsea is the only team I really I'm looking at Chelsea. They need to win this game, and they're gonna start one of their strongest teams, because the Champions League final is actually 6 days away, 6 or 7 days away yet. So you have to understand this, that Chelsea need to win this game, and Aston Villa don't have much to play for, so Chelsea is gonna be going after it. The thing is, I'm not able to make up my mind which Chelsea players to go for. Maybe Mason Mount, but the upside with Mason Mount is not that much. He doesn't get double-digit scores too often. So yeah. Tom says play Vidra or Saka. I already answered that, my friend. It's a bit tough, but I'd say Vidra. Roy Reese Senat says Torres, Wood or Bamford. FPL some says panic. Excuse me, guys. I think that's just my throat. PJ3 says, is there a big upside in captaining Mane over Salah? I'm 29 points behind top 10k. The thing is, PJ3, owning Mane is an upside in itself. You don't necessarily have to captain Mane. Owning Mane is enough, you have to captain the player who you think is going to score the maximum points in your team. Doesn't matter if he's a differential or not. if you have money, that would act as a differential for your team as well. So, that's my answer. Matt says, have you decided on 100% Son out? I'm still waiting, Matt. I haven't really made up my mind yet. But the thing is, what do Spurs have to play for much, I think Kane leaving at the end of the season is not inspiring me too much, and Son hasn't been doing... The thing is, why I'm targeting Liverpool is because Liverpool have a must-win game. Chelsea also have a must-win game, but I don't know which players to target from their team. If I knew if Kai Havertz was fit, I would possibly target him. Otherwise, I don't. Pulisic, I know many people are going with Pulisic or trying to target Pulisic. For me, I just don't trust Pulisic to, he's not been doing too well. Cristiano says, pick my starting 11. Cristiano, it's too difficult. If you can ask me a pointed question, I would be much more easier for me to answer, bro. Stu says, thanks, Matea. I do have Greenwood to cover, plus Salah, Rafinha, and Mount, so this is just going for more points. League 11 versus Wolves. I'm not sure about how accurate that League 11 is, so just take that with a pinch of salt, guys. I am not here to endorse any leagued lineups or, I don't know whether if anyone is true or not. I'm just like you guys. I don't know which lineup is true or not. So just take any league lineup with a pinch of salt. Wes says Coleman to Nat Phillips in order to afford Brewster to Iheanacho Wood -4 playing bench boost. Yeah, I like that, my friend. I am. Even if you would possibly yeah, I like Coleman to Nat Phillips and Brewster to Wood. I think that's fine with me, yeah. ProGamer says no Mahrez to another player because I'm bench boosting. I need a sure starter. I don't want to fund more than 8.3. I'm doing withdraw to Bamford. So which player instead of Mahrez? You could go with Mason Mount. You could go with Rafinha. You could go with Harrison. You could even think about Jesse Lingard. Other than that, in that price range, I don't see many options. So that's probably what I do. Probably Torres. But again, with City, I don't know how many players and which player is going to start. Barry says, I feel like Bruno might start for the Playmaker Award, maybe. Well, Barry, I think Solskjaer is more concerned about the Europa League. I think if Bruno has to go for the Playmaker, I think he's already done enough. I mean, the guy's getting assists without even touching the ball. What else can he do? Nicholas says, triple captaining Dallas, top 6k, trying to end in top 5k. Wish me luck. Good luck to you, Nicholas. Good luck. I'm not going to make any comment about triple captain Dallas. All I'm going to say is just good luck and I hope you do well. Nike says, where's Greenwood, Bruno and Dean out for Harrison and Trent Alexander-Arnold? Does Bruno or Greenwood call can be finalized when early team is right? Yeah, I mean, Harrison and Trent. I like the Trent Alexander-Arnold transfer. Obviously, I think everybody would like the Trent Alexander-Arnold transfer, especially against a team like Crystal Palace, who are already on the beach. With Harrison, I'm not so sure if you should go for Harrison or Rafinha. So, but I like those transfers. Definitely like them. Alba, Ferran Torres, or Rafinha. Already have Dallas and Bamford. I'd say go for Rafinha. West Bromwich Albion are relegated. I mean, Big Sam is going at the end of the season. I mean, if you really, really have the money, you can try and going for Aubameyang. I don't see much upside in that. Arsenal are not playing really attacking football, not scoring too many goals, But if I was you, I would just go for Rafinha and possibly, use the Aubameyang money somewhere else. Kabir says, hey Wiz, I'm at 9k overall rank and want to stay safe. Kabir, then just go with the template, For example, you need to have Salah, you need to possibly have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bamford, Dallas, all the heavily owned players, and you'll be good enough to go. Rohan says, play Greenwood or James Ward-Prowse. Well, Rohan, it all depends upon what you want. I mean, Greenwood is more explosive, obviously, right? James Ward-Prowse is essentially playing as a defensive midfielder. I would go with the. I would go with James Ward-Prowse if you're just looking for a safe starting player. If you want to take a bit of a risk, you could try Greenwood. From the league team news that somebody gave me, they said Greenwood is starting, but again, not sure if that is true or not. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just checking my DMs along with talking to you, if I can give you any news. We should. I'm trying, guys, but I don't have any news for now. Let's just come back and answer your questions. Matt says, maybe I'm just naive in thinking that Spurs can't be that awful again. The thing is, Matt, Spurs have such a bad XG under Ryan Mason, especially away from home. You think it's gonna be an open game, and -4 to pay off in 1 week is hard. Plus, Son is still a big hitter on his day. He definitely is. The thing is, Spurs haven't been playing too well, and that is the reason I didn't make my transfers. I wasn't sure either. Sometimes I wasn't sure either about the transfer. That is the reason I'm still thinking at the back of my mind whether I have to keep Son. I can just do Greenwood to Rafinha if I want. For me that should be enough. I could do Shaw to Dallas if I just want to cover the leads and I don't want to get Mane and Rafinha. For me, it's just the last game week. I want to try something different, try to be more attacking or something like that. But let's see. Come the next half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, I'm going to decide my my transfer here. Watkins or Wood, Martinez or Meslier. Wood and Meslier. I don't think. Not sure if Meslier is gonna start. Martinez. I mean, you can put in Meslier if you want. If he doesn't start, then Martinez comes in. So I'd say Wood and Meslier. Martinez on the bench. If Meslier doesn't start, then Martinez comes in. By Wood or Iheanacho. Faiz, I'd go with Wood. The thing is, Wood plays against Sheffield United, and Wood tends to kind of score, goals in these games, especially against the lower teams. Iheanacho, I know he's, they must be motivated, Leicester, to win that game to try and go for the top 4. I'm just not sure how this works out. So that is the reason that if I was you, I'd go with Wood. Turfro says, hi Wiz, Bruno to Mane, your thought, got Salah in the team or Ward-Prowse to Harrison? I'd say Bruno to Mane, at least James Ward-Prowse starts. I'm not sure if Bruno starts. 16 points ahead in the mini league, opponent has Rafinha and Dallas. I have only Dallas, bring Rafinha, Bamford or Wood. See, if your opponent has Rafinha and Dallas and you just want to win your mini league and want to stay ahead of him, you just go for the same players. And then you'll just definitely stay ahead of him, And if you want to go a bit differential, want to try an attack, then you can go for Bamford initial. It depends whether you're going after your overall rank or just trying to win your mini league. And that's important. Any Arsenal early team news? Matea, I don't have any early team news again. I just have this message. Let me see. No, it's again of United. They said, take that with a pinch of salt, guys. Again, what the league team news I have for United, they say Henderson, Williams, Bailly, Phil Jones, Telles, Matic, Van de Beek, Mata, Ahmad, Greenwood and Elanga. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I've received like 5 messages from different people telling me that this is the league team news. I don't know, guys, what's gonna happen here. Just worried about giving you the wrong news, guys. But if I was you, I'd still punt on Bruno not starting. I don't think he's going to start. That's just what I think. You are coughing a lot. Take care of your health, says Cristiano. I'm fine, my friend. I'm just, I think I've had a bad or a sore throat for the past few days. Just don't know why. I hope it stays to that. I'm just gonna take a drink of water. Thanks for your concern. Even says, do I start Greenwood over any of my 4 defenders? The defenders are Dallas, Shaw, Holding, Phillips. I would start Greenwood over Shaw. That's it. Nobody else. Bipin says, who are you captaining? Bipin, 95% I'm going to captain Salah. Christian says, Kane, Antonio or Watkins out for Bamford. Watkins. Lightrace says, I think we'll get some early team news, so waiting to make transfers as late as possible. Well, that's the same thought process that I have, Lightrace. Jayaditya says, who to bench? Son, Lingard, Wood, Pulisic. I wouldn't bench any of them, my friend. I mean, they all got good fixtures. It's difficult for me to tell you which one to bench out of them. Donata says, hi, thoughts. I have 2 free transfers, Pickford and Godfrey to Ederson or Allison and Lowton. My team is generally strong enough in midfield and attack, so I don't mind making defensive transfers. I mean, I'd say Allison. They've been conceding goals, these past few game weeks. I'd say Allison and Lowton should be good enough, Donata. I mean, if you can go with some, like, you already have Dallas, then I understand, but I think you can go with Leeds defenders if you don't have them. They've been defensively so good. Even Chelsea defenders, I mean, Ben Chilwell, it could be an outside shout for a great, transfer or a great punt at this time. So Chelsea really need to win. Rob says, my squad is Martinez, Crenshaw, Dawson, Ben White, Rafinha, Salah. He says, who would you transfer in to make an 11-point cap? So you have Rafinha, Salah, Lingard, Son, Jota. To be honest with you, I'd transfer... I'd take a punt on Mane for Son if I was you. Iheanacho, Antonio, Kane. I might also take a punt on Bamford, like transfer out Iheanacho for Bamford or Son for Mane. That would be my transfer. The pace says creep Greenwood or sell him to Rafinha for a -4. I mean, there's not going to be much difference in my opinion. Rafinha, how many times has he scored double figures? Like once in his entire, FPL history? Like, he's scored 13 points once. He rarely scores more than 1 goal, does Rafinha, to be honest with you. And I'd say Greenwood should be fine, my friend. Really want to... It depends upon what you want to do. Donata says, I also want to hold my 90k rank. Well, Donata, the transfers which you are making, I think they're going to help you. If you can go for Ben Chilwell and somebody else as well. I mean, you're improving your team, so that's obviously going to help you maintain your rank, right? Even if you don't want to make defensive transfers, you can actually use those transfers and improve your attack, and that way you'll still, improve your rank. Don't try to hold your rank. You should try to improve your rank. If you've already got a settled team, try to go for 1 or 2 punts. The lovely lad says, which defender would you suggest to replace Dean? I'm thinking maybe Chelsea. Again, as I just said, Ben Chilwell should be a really good punt if you want to take it. Because, they don't have Matty Cash. They lost him. So it's basically El Mohammadi that Ben Chilwell is going to be playing against. Adrian says, Antonio, Bamford or Wood. Have Lingard and Rafinha. I would say Bamford or Antonio. I prefer them both over Wood. Barry says transfers this week. Dean to Nat Phillips, Pereira to Salah, DCL to Davis. Yeah, I get that. So you basically wanted 2 Liverpool players and you wanted Salah. So nice transfers, Barry. I agree with him. Christian, I already answered that. I would take Watkins out for Bamford. Start Son or Greenwood. Son. Rudiger or Sofal, whom to bench? What? So tough. So tough. I'd bench Sofal. If you have Antonio or Lingard, if you already have West Ham players, I would bench Sofal. If you don't have any other West Ham players, then I'd possibly start Sofal. Alright, moving on, guys. Too many messages coming. I'm not able to make it in time. Matt says, Phil Jones starting. That sounds suspicious. Actually, it does. Really does. But, he's still a United player. And if they want to give him game time, what's better than this dead fixture? Jaditya says Werner in for DCL. Yeah, if you want to take a risk, I mean, if you want to take a punt on Werner, 1 game week, I think that's a good issue. The only thing is Werner scored how many goals all season? 4, 5, 6 goals all season? I'm not even sure. That's the only thing. But he does start every time Chelsea play, and he always tries his best to stay on side. But he can't. Jethro says, hey Wiz, why do you feel like Bruno won't start? Jethro, it's just that I've heard rumors. And also I think that, Ole might want to save Bruno for the final. 3 days after this game, they've got a Europa League final. So they might want to rest him, Start 1. Zaha holding Widra. I'd start Zaha. Himanshu says, all the best, Wizard. All the best to you as well, Himanshu. Jin says, Willock to Rafinha or Dunk to Alioski, need 1 extra Leeds player. I'd say Willock to Rafinha if that's the case, because I think Rafinha is more attacking. But yeah, Alioski is a good transfer as well, but not over Rafinha. Alright. I have Greenwood and he's a great player, but the issue will be the players around him. It doesn't matter, to be honest with you. Even if like Donny van de Beek starts, Mata starts, I still feel that Greenwood is gonna is gonna do well. It doesn't matter. I think Greenwood will still have chances. Willock to Rafinha or Dunk to Alioski. I already answered that. I think if you really want one Leeds player, then I think Rafinha is the one. If you already got Bamford, you can still go with the Alioski, because Willock in itself is doing really well, in himself. Donacha says it might be easier if I just list my team: Pickford, Trent, Dallas, Sofal, Salah, Harrison, J-Links, Son, Bamford. So you see, basically you can improve your team by maybe Son to Mane. If you have the budget, you can try and go Son to Mane. If you don't, if you really want to make only the defensive transfers, then I think the ones we discussed are good enough. Sudeep says whom to bring Mane for: Son, Rafinha for Saint Maxima, Robertson for Sofal, or Wood for Kane. Sudeep, I don't understand your question. It's can you please make it more clear? Bjorn says, do you think Fabianski will start? Bjorn, it's not about my thinking. The thing is, it's about the news. I tried to get news about Fabianski, even the ex-West Ham United account there. I tried to ask him, and he wasn't sure either. Hang on, let me see what he said. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to give my answer. Somebody asked him. All right. So somebody asked any further news on the condition of Fabianski, ex-West Ham United employee. He says he's in the squad and they will make a late decision on him. So there's nothing sure on Fabianski for now. All right, moving on, guys. Barry says, I don't want to sell Bruno, but now seems like everyone's doing it. I'm worried. To be honest with you, you shouldn't be scared selling Bruno Fernandes. Let me show you why. The thing is, Fernandes hasn't been doing really well for the past, here. So let's start from here. From Gameweek 26, he's got 2 10-point hauls, and both of them were penalties. So, he hasn't been doing too well. See, 3, 3, 10, 3, 5, 2. Do you really want to spend 12 point? How much is he for? 11.5 or whatever, for this player? He's been amazing this season, but for the last, 10, 12 game weeks, he hasn't been too good. Donata says I have 0.8 in the bank. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely understand that, Donata. I think you can. You can definitely go with Alisson and the other transfer that we were talking about if you want to improve your defense. The thing is, I just don't like wasting transfers in defense. That is the only thing that I have against defenders, because defenders mostly have a very low ceiling. Sid says, hey Wiz, thinking DCL out, Bamford in, Wood is also in my consideration. If I was you, Sid, I would go with Bamford. I like that transfer a lot. Bruno says, I have Bruno and Dean with 1 free transfer and 1.1 million in the bank. What would you do? See, guys, again, I can only give you my opinions. Please just take them as an advice and make your own decisions. If I was you, I'd go with Mane and a Leeds defender, possibly. Yeah. Donacha says, so I could do Son and Greenwood, Willock and Mane. Yeah, Donacha, that could be an option as well. I mean, I know you have 0.8 million in the bank, so you can't go for Mane straight from Son. So think about it. Just think about your transfers. You still have got 1 hour and 10 minutes or 1 hour to go for your transfers. Don't hurry up your transfers. Just think about that, and I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Sudeep says, I need to transfer 1 player, so whom to bring? Mane for Son, Rafinha for Saint Maxima, or Robertson for Sofal? Well, Sudeep, if you already have Trent Alexander-Arnold, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Robertson. I think that would be too much risk in the defense. I think Mane for Son is good for me. Adam says -4 for Aubameyang. Adam, I don't know who you want to transfer out for Aubameyang. I don't think that you might have other good transfers. If you can tell me, then I can give you my advice. Whom to bench, Ward-Prowse or Lingard? If I was you, I would bench Ward-Prowse. I would start Lingard. The thing is, West Ham are going for European places. They're playing good football. Lingard is technically, attacking. Ward-Prowse only set pieces at this moment in time. He's playing as a defensive midfielder. Cinema Crazy says, I want to get Tierney for Arsenal, but who shall I get rid of? Keane, Dean, Phillips, Shaw, Cedric. Cedric is not gonna play. Joseph says best replacement for Coleman for this game week. Alioski, Bamford or Wooden? Bamford for me. Hang on, let me take a drink of water. Not sure who to bench. Mendy, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dallas, Rudiger, Son, Salah, Pulisic, Harrison, Wood, Bamford, Kane. Bench Lingard, Dean Mitchell. Well, if I was you, I wouldn't bench Lingard. Yeah, but again, you don't have a bad player in your team that I would suggest you to bench. Son, Salah, Pulisic, Harrison, Wood. You're basically playing 3-4-3. The only player I would bench Harrison, maybe Harrison for Lingard. But I can't tell you, my friend. You really got a good team. What can I say? I don't have such a problem. My bench is really bad. Jethro says, thinking of taking a -8 and going for Coleman, Greenwood, and Bruno to Chilwell, Rafinha, and Mane. Already have Dallas and Bamford. What do you think? I don't like that I don't like the sound of that -8, but I like the sound of those transfers. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, I like those transfers. I just don't like recommending a -8. Bubin says, start 3, Dallas, Dean, Shaw, Lowton, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'll start Dallas, Lowton, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alrighty, let's move forward. Barry says Wood or Antonio. Can't get Bamford. Antonio for me. See, again, Wood is a good transfer. I might have a slight bias towards Antonio because I have Antonio in my team. Think about it, you know. The thing is, I think Antonio is going for that Di Canio record, Di Canio's record, the all-time goal scoring record of West Ham United. So I think Antonio is more motivated than maybe Chris Wood. They're on the beach or Burnley, been losing games. Jug says, I've got 2 free transfers. I'm thinking totally Maverick transfers tonight. Antonio for Kane, Mane for Jota, and Mahrez for Greenwood. To be honest with you, Antonio for Kane and Mane for Jota would be good enough. This Mahrez for Greenwood, I think maybe too much, but up to you, bro. Wiz, have you seen the new Leicester kit? They will wear it against Spurs. I haven't. I have to be honest with you. I haven't seen that kit, but I hope it affects their form, and they let Kane score a couple, you know. That would make me really happy, their kit. Smelly Up says, smash that like button. Elron says, thanks for all the hard work and good luck, everyone. Cheers, Ron. I hope you have a great game week. Subro says, is it worthy to captain Dallas this game week as a differential? Need some suggestions on differential captain picks. To be honest with you, the best differential captain pick this game week could be Mane, you know. If really differential, you know, Firmino's been doing really well. He's got a really good record against Crystal Palace as well, especially this season. He's got 16 points against them in the reverse fixture. So outside chance, Firmino could be a really good differential. If you don't have Firmino, I'd say Mane would be a really good option to captain. Is Melly or Forster starting or worth -4 for a goalkeeper? I think if you have Forster, just put him in and hope he starts. I wouldn't take a -4 for a goalkeeper. I don't think it's worth it. Bench Son or Lingard. That's too tough. That's too tough for me. If I was you, I'd possibly, you know, I can't advocate benching a player like Son. You know, it's too expensive, and to bench, if you're really having to bench Son, then just sell him and update somewhere else. It's too expensive to bench, my friend. Worth to triple up on Leeds players. Christian, 100%. Alright, moving on, guys. George Lyle says, hi Wiz, is Dallas worth a -4 to replace Reguilon? See, the thing is, taking a -4 for a defender is just a bit much for me, George. Which defenders do you have? Which other defenders do you have? Just let me have a look and then I'll tell you. Himanshu says Lingard, Rafinha, Son, and Bamford. Bench one. No one. I wouldn't bench any of them, my friend. They're just two good options. If you have Antonio, you can think about benching Lingard because he's not been in the best of form. But if I was you, that would be a big headache for me. Zaha out, Oba or Mane for a -4. Yes. The thing is, I don't like the -4. I don't like the look of a -4. But you know, against Liverpool, how effective Zaha is gonna be, just can't say. You could keep Zaha as well, Adam. To be honest, on the second thought. Sid says, bro, what is your take on Mahrez starting? If he isn't playing, then I'm thinking Harrison or Rafinha, and I will bring Bamford too for a hit. I have Antonio, think he's enough to cover West Ham. Yeah, that's fine. If you have Mahrez, you know, I think I would keep Mahrez. Just keep him in. Just keep him in. If he starts, I think there's a big upside in having Mahrez in your team. If he doesn't start, then maybe your bench player can cover for him. Because taking a hit, I don't recommend taking a hit. Theodore says, Rudiger or Sofal, whom to bench? Asking for Dasari. The thing is, Theodore, it depends on which other West Ham players you have. If you have like Antonio and Lingard, I would recommend to start Rudiger. If you don't, I'd say Sofal. Mane on the bench, Trent Alexander-Arnold not in the squad. What is that? FPL sum. Don't scare us, bro. Come on. Like, is that even possible? What? This is the news by Spyan Cop, guys. This is insane, my friends. No. That's a fake account. That's a fake account. That's FPL Buna. God damn it. I want to. Come on, guys. Don't give me such scares. That's a fake account. That's Buna. That's FPL Buna. Alright. No, guys. No. Mane is gonna play. Trent Alexander is gonna play. Don't listen to anybody. It's alright, FPL. Some we all get fooled by Buna once or twice. No problems there, right? As long as nobody makes a transfer listening to these fake, news, we're all good. George says, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Rudiger, Reguilon, Lindelof, Fofana. Currently have 0 leads, but I'm using 1 transfer to get Rafinha. Yeah, I understand, George. Even I don't have any Leeds players, and I'm pretty scared about that as well. I mean, I really, really want to have Leeds players in. That's the thing. I think Leeds are going to do really well against West Ham, West Bromwich Albion, and I also want some Leeds player. That is the reason I'm going with trying to go for Rafinha. Just thinking, really, honestly, just thinking about what transfers I'm gonna make. I'm even thinking about which one to go for. All right, let's just back to the chat. Jack Grealish masterclass incoming. The thing is, I'm not sure how fit Jack Grealish is. He's definitely capable of it, right? Definitely capable of it. Connor says, should I do a -4 DCL to Bamford? Connor, I don't like the look of a -4, but I'd like the transfer. I think Bamford is really desirable. Looks like Forster starts today. I think so as well. I think Forster will start. The last 2 game weeks, McCarthy started, so I think Forster gets to start. Smelly Web says Zen with Zen. Yeah, I'm Zen, my friend. I looked at that tweet and I was instantly sure that wasn't a real news. Should I do? I already answered that. Hey, I'm 3 points ahead in the mini league. Do I do Bruno and Widra for Aguero and Rafinha too? I wouldn't go if you're really looking to win a mini league. If you're doing it for the emotional send off for Aguero, I would agree with that. But to win a mini league to get Aguero, I wouldn't do it, my friend. Honestly, if you really want to take out Bruno, just go for somebody who you know is definitely going to start. Why going for Aguero? We're not even sure if he's fit or not. He might start, but I mean, there are better options. I honestly think so. Babin says, I've got Antonio and Kane. Who to get for DCL? Thinking Bamford, would I not? So I would go with Bamford. Is -8 worth for Salah, Trent Alexander and Antonio? Barry, I like those players for this game week. I don't like the sound of a -8. Make of that what you would, my friend. Alright, guys. I'm not able to answer all the questions today. The chat is just going crazy at a crazy speed, so please try to listen to my answers to other people just in case, so that we can all get our answers without having to be too worried about it. What about Oba for 1 week? Really, Pujan, if you want to, you can do it. I don't think Brighton are going to concede too much. I think Brighton are in really, really good form, and they're a really good team. And they're a bit of a, tough for Arsenal to beat our Brighton. And I wouldn't take a punt on Oba for 1 week. That's just me, I wouldn't. Jake says, should I do DCL and Dean to Bamford and Robertson? DCL and Dean to Bamford and Robertson, or Kane and Greenwood to Bamford and Mane? I like DCL and Dean to Bamford and Robertson. Both the transfers, Jake, are really, really good, There's not much to separate if you get Bamford and Robertson, that gives you a chance to own Kane, which might be a good thing as well. So, but I like both the transfers. Just need to make up your mind which one you want to go for. Dr. Jones says, do you think Ferran Torres will play? Which two players to replace Greenwood, Jota, Salah, Gundogan, Bruno, and attack Vardy, DCL? I would replace Greenwood and I would replace Bruno and DCL. Maybe DCL to Bamford and maybe Bruno to Mane. If I was you, Dr. Jones. Pratik says, I'm 18 points ahead in my mini league. The plan is to switch Bruno to Mane, but I have got Foden and Mahrez with Watkins and Holding on backup. Shall I take a -4? Yes, then Bamford, Dallas, or Rafinha? Bamford for me, yeah. The thing is, you're replacing Watkins, right? Because Watkins starts always. I'm not sure about Mahrez starting. So if you're worried about starting points, then I think you should go for Rafinha. But if I was you, I would go with Bamford. Fed just says, do I go -4 for Rafinha instead of Greenwood? I've already brought in Mane. Well, if I make the proposed transfers that I have proposed, I essentially make the same moves, Fedja, and yeah, I wouldn't be against it. Chopman says United team leaks is up. Can you tell me what is the leak? Because I really don't want to read it here. What is the leak? I don't know what leak is here. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry if I'm not answering your questions. I am just Mark Goldbridge is shared and shared it now. Guys, come on. I think this is gonna be right? Mark Goldbridge is like United stand. So I'll just for your help, I'll share it here, guys. So for me, I think this is many leaks are coming out now, and Mark Goldbridge has leaked it, so I think it should be fine. And then, guys, all of the leaks are stating the same, so I think should be fine. And I don't know what you think about it, but for me, I think it should be alright. Alright, here's the leak. So Phil Jones is back, says Dipesh. I hope he can assist Greenwood, and I would be really happy. I'm not even sure if I'm transferring out Greenwood if he starts, right? Maybe I can just take out. The thing is, I would have loved to take out Son for Mane and get Dallas, but I don't have the money to get Dallas. Big issue for me. The page says, well, Jones already answered that. FPL Jug says whom to play between Rudiger and Dawson and Greenwood and Nacho. That's just tough. FPL Jug, tell me your full team, bro. I'll answer you. So John says, so John, can you please have a more pointed question? It's really tough for me to kind of read the entire team. It's just becoming harder, especially with all the team leaks coming in. So please ask me a pointed question. Dr. Jones says it's Jota fit to play. The thing is, last week Klopp said he might have a tiny slight bit of chance or something like that. I'm not sure. I really I'm not sure. That's all I want to say about that. Jota, if I had Jota, I would probably tend to move him on. Even if he does play, I think he'll come from the bench. Jake says, need help. Which should I play, Rudiger or Sofal? Jake, tell me your team. I'll answer you. I already said that. Fedja says Mane or Salah for captain. If I was you, I would captain Salah. If you already own Mane, you're covered. Dean out for Chilwell or Azpilicueta. If I was you, I would go for Chilwell. I really feel that Chilwell attacking threat, especially with Chelsea needing to win, I think Chilwell is going to start. I like that move a lot. Brian says thoughts on Mahrez to Mane, Watkins to Bamford. Mahrez to Mane, Watkins to Bamford. I like that, Brian. I like that a lot. Deep says Rafinha or Harrison. For me, Rafinha. Just because I think he's a better player and I think he does more. And just again, it's just a gut feeling. Come on, guys. I don't have any big distinction between the two. All I can say is this is my instinct. You go with your instinct. Do you think Melia could start? Let me see my team news that I've written here for the pleasure of my viewers, which I can't find right now, obviously. Alright, just give me a second. So you're asking me whether Melia starts, right? Leeds, L for Leeds. No, I don't think Melia starts. In my lineup that I've written here, I don't think Melia starts. Hashtag says, hey bro, Areola or Martinez to start and Willock or DCL. Who does Fulham play? Why don't I know who Fulham is playing this game week? They're playing Newcastle, right? If I was you, I would possibly start Areola, because I think Fulham got a better clean sheet chance than Aston Villa. And Willock or DCL. My word. See, if you're starting Areola, you see, if you have DCL, I would possibly transfer out DCL and get somebody in like Bamford. I wouldn't like to bench DCL. You know, it's too expensive for that. Joseph says, Wiz, I got Cody and Dawson on the bench. Coleman red flagged. Who to go? The thing is, I'd go for Dawson, Joseph, but it depends upon which other West Ham players you have. So John says, Mane, Salah, Willock, Bamford, Kane, Antonio. Please suggest differential captain. Currently 8 points behind first place in the mini league, of course. Differential captain, you say, huh? I'd say Bamford is a good option. Antonio could be a very good option as well. You know, but if I was you, I wouldn't worry too much about being differential. I would just worry about going after the maximum amount of points. You have Mane, he's a differential. You have Antonio, he's a differential. You have Willock, he's a differential. You know, I wouldn't go too much for a differential captain, in my opinion. Kartif says, if I'm chasing top place in my mini league, guys, 20 points ahead. Go Mane captain or play it safe with Salah. It's really hard to catch 20 points, in my opinion. You know, the thing is, you should know who is captaining. But if you really want to, you know, you should have a differential team. The thing is, which one do you think will score more, Salah or Mane? That is the question. Stop thinking about differential right now. First, think about who is going to score the maximum amount of points, right? Greenwood could also be on penalties. I think I'm keeping Greenwood instead, going for Rafinha for a -4 hit. So basically, from that team, I think yes, Greenwood could take penalties. I agree with you there. Not sure how many penalties they're going to win with that kind of a team. That is a separate issue, but he could be on penalties, yes. So John says, who to bench, Greenwood or Lingard? Guys, I can't say. So John, bench somebody else. If I was you, I would play both of them. Technically, if I was to bench one, I would bench Lingard. Adrian says, bring in Robertson and Antonio, or 2 strikers for a hit. It depends upon which 2 strikers you're talking about, but Robertson and Antonio sounds good to me as well. Jake says, my team is Sofal, Dallas. We've got Sofal, Dallas, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Greenwood, Salah, Rafinha, Mahrez, Antonio, Bamford, and Firmino. Nice team there. So should you play Sofal or Rodriguez? You got Antonio. You don't have any... Yeah, if I was you, I'd be tempted to so you've got Martinez. Yeah, I would be tempted to go with Rudiger if I had your team. You already got Antonio. I think you've got West Ham covered. Jeremiah says Wan-Bissaka or Diaz. If I was you, I would go with Diaz. SH says, what is your final team? SH, I don't have a final team as of now. I still have to make my transfers. Sorry for today, but I just, you know, I needed some time to think about stuff. The story about stuff. Joseph says, okay, so I only got Lingard, so should I get in Dawson or Cody from the bench? I think Dawson should be good enough, Joseph. Alright, moving on quickly. Who has a better ceiling, Son or Lingard? 100% Son. If you're talking about the ceiling, definitely Son has a higher ceiling than Lingard. See how many double-digit scores Son has, and you know, he's maybe has the most amount of double-digit scores, along with Bruno, I think. Hassan says, do Rodrigo is starting. I'm not sure about Rodrigo. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, in my notes that I've made, which are obviously not in any amount, in any terms final, or, you know, but I've written that Rodrigo starts. What do you think, Grealish versus Chelsea? No, I wouldn't go with Grealish. I don't think he's really fit right now, Jack Grealish. And second, I think Chelsea really need to win the game, so I think it's going to be a cagey game with not too many goals in it. Sagar says, whom to start, Rudiger or Holding? I also have Mendy. Sagar, if I was you, I would start Rudiger. Yeah, are Grealish and Kane going to City? No, I don't. I've not heard about Grealish. I've heard about Kane going to City, to be honest with you. Let me go to Twitter and see which if I have any other team news. Sorry guys for not answering your questions. I need to go and look at the team news to give you some updates. No, I don't see any more team news, so hopefully the madness is done. Yeah, so no more team news. Let's come back and answer your questions now. Whew. Differential captain. Really, Sugam, I don't think this is not the game week for differential captains. I don't know why you want to go for a differential captain. That is the first thing, guys. If I was you, I would captain the player who you think is going to score the most amount of points. Plain and simple. For you, he is the best captaincy option. Just having a differential player in your team is good, guys. It's good. Neva says, bro, my bench is Jota, Holding, Ward, and also I'm an issue to either sell Mahrez or not or playing James Ward-Prowse. If I was you, I would put Mahrez in my team, bench James Ward-Prowse. If Mahrez doesn't start, he has very less chance to come off the bench. That's just what I think. Barry says, start Dean, Saiz, or Reguilon. Or transfer Dean and take a -8 for Trent Alexander-Robo. That's such a tough one. I don't like any of the defenders. That is the problem. Barry, it's difficult. Start Dean, Saiz, or Reguilon. If I was you, I'd possibly think about starting Saiz. I don't know. To be honest with you, this is really tough because I don't see many clean sheets in there. I don't see Dean keeping a clean sheet. I don't see Reguilon keeping a clean sheet. Saiz, maybe he can get an attacking return. That is the reason I said Saiz. I'm just telling you my thinking behind whatever I said, bro. Joseph says Greenwood starts, so why not keep him? I'm thinking about it, Joseph. I might keep him. Bamford and Robo in, no hit, hoping Mahrez or Gundogan starts. Mane, Bamford and Holding, -4 selling Mahrez. Richa and Dean. Yeah, I like that. I mean, if Gundogan or Mahrez starts, I think that could be really good for your team. I hope Aguero scores today, by the way. He just deserves it. He's an absolute legend. Ahmed says my rank is 13k. In many leagues, the difference between me and the first is 40 points. May I captain Mane instead of Salah? Ahmed, you can try to captain if you want, but I don't think you're going to bridge that 40 points gap in one game week. I don't mean to be pessimistic. I just have to be realistic here, right? 40 points is too much to cover in one game week, and that's just what I think. The maximum you can cover, maximum I say, and that would like amazing amount of luck because many of the teams are template by now, would be like 15 points, maybe 20, not sure. Success says best replacement for Luke Shaw, got 4.7 left, and Iheanacho or Sofal whom to start. If I was you, I would start Iheanacho, and replacement for Luke Shaw, I would go for Alioski. Hassan says any Newcastle team news. Let me check. I have written in my notes for every team, so I might give you something, bro. Don't not worry. Alright, so Alan Saint Maxima will not be 100%. Joe Linton also picked up a knock. Joe Willock was fatigued. Fabian Shark comes back into contention. That's all I've written. Not sure if Joe Willock had a cramp, fatigue related. I don't have any what can you say? Really good news for any Newcastle players that you might own. Firmino, Harrison, or Mane would for me. Cinema crazy. Sudeep says Captain Dallas or Rafinha or Salah. Salah for me, Sudeep. ASM starting. I think he might have a chance. Let me see what is written. The Steve Bruce said we have to watch after the training. He said he expects him to be okay, but he won't know until he goes out and runs on the grass. So I don't know what to say here. I can't be sure. Alioski or Dallas? 100% Dallas if you can afford him. Coleman to Cresswell, says Mr. Phoenix. I like that move. If you can make it, Mr. Phoenix, I definitely like that move. If you don't have Dallas, you can even think about him. Adrian says the United team news is correct. A reliable source just posted about Elanga and Jones. I think it is. We are all, resolved to the fact that the United team news leak is good. So I'm definitely expecting that all the leaks that we've got today are gonna be true. So that means Greenwood starts and Bruno doesn't. So that's the main news, right? I'll post the team news in the chat of United for all of you who haven't had a look till now. Barry says start Iheanacho or Pereira. Both seem to be the goal scorer for their teams. Yeah, I know. If I was you, I'd be tempted to start both of them. You've really got a good team. That is the problem. You missed my question, Wes, he says. Says FPL Jug. Sorry, my friend. Can you just post it again? I'll definitely take it this time. Pedro says, who to triple? I've Salah, Mane, Son, Kane, Antonio, Bamford, and Lingard. I'm leading my mini league by 9, another than 30. So you have a triple captain. If I had my triple captain, I would put it on Salah. 100%. Zed says, no bro, I mean I have to play both Mahrez and James Ward-Prowse with Jota flagged, Holding and Ward on the bench. Tempting to take a hit, get Rafinha or Harrison, but not sure. Yes, if I was you, I would be tempted as well, but if I was you, I tell you to stick around. Keep Mahrez if he doesn't start, let Holding come off the bench. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference with a -4, right? You still get 2 points off Holding. If he gets a clean sheet, you get 6 points. So put Holding first on the bench, bro. Buy Mahrez or Rafinha. If you have to buy one, I would go for Rafinha. I'm not sure if Mahrez starts. If you are guaranteed that he starts, then go for Mahrez. Replacement of Jota, I would go for Rafinha. I can go for Harrison. You can even think about going for Mason Mount, or you can go for Jesse Lingard. Transfer out Bruno for a hit or start Widra. I mean, you really want to. Do you really want to bench Bruno Fernandes? I mean, it's such expensive player. You could get like Mane in place of Bruno as well, right? Mane is a much better prospect than Widra in my opinion. But Josh, it's all up to you as to how you think and how you consider stuff. Isn't it? And Sid says, I trust you. Don't trust me, bro. Please make your own decisions. I can just give you my opinions. If I was like right most of the time, I wouldn't be at 140k. I would be like the #1 player in the world. I try my best. That's all I can do, guys. Please make your decisions. Trust yourself. I trust you. Ajay says Ben Me or Holding. Ben Me, I would say. I'd say they have the better fixture technically. Yeah, I'd say Ben Me is decent. Not much between them, Ajay, to be honest with you. Whew, guys, I need to breathe, isn't it? Son or James Ward-Prowse out. If out of those two, James Ward-Prowse. Donacha says, what do you think is the best thing to do with the transfers I listed out earlier? Donacha, I really don't have an idea, but the thing is, I like your team. Either you can upgrade your attacking asset if you want to, or you can just upgrade your keeper and a defender. I'm happy with both of them. Or you can just upgrade one defender and make one attacking transfer and let your keeper be, because I don't see much upside in wasting a transfer on a keeper. Let your keeper be Pickford. Just make one attacking transfer and one defender. Mr. Phoenix says I already have Lingard and Harrison. There's not many options in that price bracket. I'd say Phoenix. I mean, you could go with Mount if you want to. You could take a punt on somebody. The thing is, that price range doesn't have many good options, and you already have the best ones. Like you've got Lingard, Harrison, maybe Rafinha, but I don't know if you want to double up on them, right? Will Danny Ings start? Says Dylan. No, I think he should start, Dylan. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't start, especially with Che Adams injured. Rumors Mane is benched. No, I don't think there's any rumor. What? Is this? No. This is again somebody else. That is not football intelligence. Guys, do not listen to any rumors. Whoever this football intelligence unit guy is, he follows me. He's not the real one. Come on, guys. Come on. Don't give me wrong news. Before you give me the news here on the chat, I want you guys to verify the account. You know, that is the only thing that's gonna save us. Please, guys. You know, I really don't want to be giving heart attacks to my viewers, right? I've got this responsibility, please. Bro, is this your final team, Siddharth? No, I still have to make my transfers, and I think they're gonna go late into the day. My transfers today. I can't make up my mind. Success says Dean or Alioski, whom to start. If I was you, I would start Alioski. Joseph says if James Ward-Prowse goes out, best transfer in. I've got 9.7, got Greenwood, Lingard, Salah, and Son already. Not many options in that price bracket. Want to take a punt? You can think about Hakim Ziyech, maybe Pulisic, but I don't. Pepe did well last game week, but I don't trust him to do well against Brighton. You know, if we want to take a punt, maybe Pepe could be the one. Really, Joseph, I don't have many good options in that price range, bro. Barry says Kane for captain instead of Salah. Barry, that is totally, subjective because Kane has this fantastic record of like 14 goals in 10 games against Leicester. He's got 2 hat-tricks against them. I don't think today is going to be the day he gets like a hat-trick against them. Maybe 1 goal, a farewell goal to the Spurs could be, not sure about it, to be honest with you. If I was you, because I think Liverpool have a more important game, must-win game, and an easier opposition as compared to Kane. That's just my logic. I've captained Phil Jones. He's starting... You're joking, Louis. Nobody captains Phil Jones. Unless you want him to score an own goal. Hank says Mendy or Martinez. Mendy for me. Nishchil, start Bissaka or Holding. If I was you, I'd probably put Bissaka in the team, just in case. If he doesn't start, Holding comes in. Opposite Lock says hi was best differential triple captain. Differential triple captain, I'd say Bamford. But Bamford won't be captain, right? But he's owned by many teams, but he won't be captain. So I'd say he's a differential captain, right? Bamford, Antonio, and Mane for me. Alright, Danforth is here. Shopman says if Chelsea don't leak, is Chilwell nailed to start? He's not nailed on to start, but I expect him to start this game. Surya says, hey Wiz, I got 1 transfer, DCL to Antonio or Greenwood to Pepe. DCL to Antonio, my friend. Andreas says it takes -4 Kane to Bamford, Worth or still Kane. No, I'd say not for a -4. Wiz, I'm thinking Son out for Mane, keep James Ward-Prowse. Joseph, I agree with you. I'm making the same transfer, kind of. Alright. Now that, now that we know that Greenwood is starting, we need to make transfers to my team, guys. Now, I've helped you a lot. Now you need to help me. Here is my team without making any transfers. Hang on, guys. Now, wait a bit. Let me decide my own team and then I'll come back and answer. So this is my team as it looks now. So I've still got Son, I've still got Greenwood, and this team as it is not bad, but I've got 1 transfer and I have to make it. So what I can do is I can do Shaw to Dallas and just keep Son and Kane. The thing is, I don't want to do it because I think the game with Leicester is going to be cagey, and it's going to be a cagey game. I don't think there's going to be too many goals. I don't want to risk having both Son and Kane. I want Mane for this game. Let us assume just because this is the last game week and I want to just attack a bit. Does Greenwood start? Yes, he does start, Gustav. So I'm thinking Son to Mane and maybe Shaw to Alioski to cover, because I don't have enough money for Dallas. So basically I want to keep Greenwood. The thing is I don't have any cover for I don't have any cover for Leeds. That is the only thing I'm concerned about. I wish I could get Bamford. I can't. I don't have enough money for Bamford. And I can't even do Dallas and Bamford because I don't have enough money for that either, because I've got Keenan Davis like 4.2 million and I just got 2 million in the bank. So I'm thinking a bit what to do for my team, guys. Hey man, please help. Greenwood or Calvert-Lewin. Go with Greenwood, my friend. Henderson or Martinez? I'd say I'd say Martinez. I think United team can leak goals today. Starting a very weak team. But hang on, guys. Let me focus on my team for now quickly. So basically, guys, the option is Son to Mane and either Shaw to Alioski or Greenwood to Rafinha. That is my option. Kane or Bamford Kane. You know, just a bit concerned. I could even just make one transfer. What I could do is I could do Shaw to Robertson, right? So that way I could cover, but doesn't fill me with confidence. You know, the Greenwood starting issue is the worst thing here. Basically, if we didn't have news for Greenwood starting, I would possibly have transferred him out. But now Greenwood starting, see, I've got like this like -3, so I can't get Dallas. I would have loved to own Dallas here, you know. So, and I can't even get Rafinha because it's 5.6. So, you know, I can't even take out James Ward-Prowse. So basically, I have an option to go for Alioski. Mane for Son, -4, worth it or still Son? I'd say it is worth it, you know. Nishchil says, can you update the United? Yeah, this is the United lineup which I have leaked United lineup. Should I captain Kane or Salah? If I was you, I'd captain Salah, my friend. But give me, see, should I keep Greenwood or Lingard taking out Bruno for Mane? You should keep... I'd like both of them, my friend. I don't know why you wanna choose one or the other, Ikjot. But hang on, guys. Before we move forward, we need to, you know, make a transfer here for my team, so I can come back and answer your questions. I think I've already addressed most of them. You know, don't have Bamford, have Dallas, Harrison, Mane, Antonio, and Willock. Triple captain Mane. If you want to go, you can go Antonio. I'd like Antonio and Mane. I like both of them. Babin says, are you going without any Leeds attack? The thing is, I cannot get any Leeds attack, bro, and that is the issue. How am I supposed to get a Leeds attack? Tell me. I mean, you know, I can't get Rafinha. You know, that's the issue. I can't get them. The only Leeds player I can afford right now, which has some attacking potential, is Alioski. And not the best option, but you know, I want to do something. You know, it's like the last game week. Let's do something different, exciting. You know, like he's got 2 goals, 3 assists. Maybe not the best, but you know, he's still decent. Alioski. Lingard or Son, can only play one. If I was you, I would play Son, especially if you own Antonio, my friend. Which team's gonna get top 4? Liverpool, Leicester, or Chelsea? If Chelsea win, I think they should get the top 4. To be honest with you, I think Chelsea are looking decent enough to get top 4. I think they can beat Aston Villa. You know, honestly. Opposite Log says, thanks buddy, you've been great all season. Stay safe and take care. You also, my friend. Good luck for the last game week. Alright, I need to make this transfer every time. Every time this happens. Alright, let me just think a little bit more over my team. Until then, let me answer your questions quick. If only I knew Mahrez starting, headache. Well, Mahrez starting, we'll never know. Pep never lets his team news leak out. We won't know. Kane to Werner, become differential, good move. It's fine, my friend. You don't have to do it. I mean, Kane is fine in itself. He's got a really good record against Leicester. He might want to, you know, say goodbye to the fans with a goal. Greenwood or Pulisic? If I had to select one, I would say Pulisic. I think he has got a more important game than Greenwood. Firmino or Bamford as a captain? I need a differential captain. Bamford, I'd say, is a good option. You know, Iheanacho, Antonio, Watkins, or Wood? Antonio for me. 4-point hit for Rafinha in place of Bruno, worth it? Yes, because Bruno is not starting. I think it is worth it, my friend. You know, I think it is worth it. Alright, let me just go and check on Twitter if we have some... No, they're all lying. They're all just making up accounts, and I'm not gonna read this here. You know, yeah, they're all just lying. They're just making up stuff. No more team news here, guys. So only United team news for us today. Alrighty. Bruno to Pepe differential. Yeah, you can do it. I mean, that's interesting, Rabindra. I'm not saying it's gonna work or not, but that is definitely an interesting move. I mean, Pepe scored. Pepe scored. How many did he score? 2 goals, I think. Yeah, he scored 2 goals last game week. I mean, you could definitely take a punt. It could be the Arsenal fan and me, prompting me to say this, but I think he's a decent option. He scored a great goal against Brighton last season as well. Mahrez or Kane? Kane, 100% Kane. Worth a -4 D out for SPL Chilwell. Shopman, not sure about the -4. I like the players though. I don't think it's worth a -4 to be honest with you. Who would be the ideal goalkeeper this week? I'm bringing in Alisson. Alisson should be fine. Yeah, Alisson should be good. Kieran says, I suggest Ward-Prowse out for Harrison or LFC mid like Fabinho or Wijnaldum. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing which I could do. I could keep Shaw and I could actually take out James Ward-Prowse for Harrison because I can't, oh my god, Harrison, I can't. Point 1. This point 1 is going to harrow me for the rest of my life. Is Pope gonna start? Let me see my notes. Yeah, Pope is, what did he say? Nick Pope. His knee has settled down and he has a chance. We'll see how he goes over the next couple of days. So I think Pope should be okay to start. The crowd says, oh, the message has been deleted. What did he say? Aguero for DCL and Zaha to Pablo Hernandez. Just feel like doing so at any guarantee both least 2 points on the... So Kraj, that is totally, it's like an emotional transfer. Pablo Hernandez is going to leave Leeds at the end of the season. Aguero is going to leave City, so you want to do it, totally up to you. From an FPL point of view, I don't like it. Nazar says, thanks Wiz for all your support, good luck for the last game week, see you in Euro Fantasy. See you, Nazar, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Do you think Foden will start? Marco, it is really difficult to say. If you want a safe player who you think is going to start, I think Bernardo Silva is kind of the most which is going to start, but not sure about Foden. Babin says, focus on your team now. Kieran says, that sucks, almost got Harrison. Well, almost is the problem. That point 1 is always going to be crazy. James Ward-Prowse or Greenwood? Greenwood, Nishal. Greenwood. Yeah, focus on my team, but what should I do? I just can't seem to nail a transfer for my team, my friend. Can't seem to nail a transfer. Why does this point 1 come back to haunt us, harrow us, harass us all the time? Alright, I'd say Alioski. I think I need some Leeds cover. If Alioski can get a 15-pointer, well and good. Maybe he can just give me 6 points. I don't know what's gonna happen here, But this seems like a decent enough move, does it? I don't know. Tell me about it, guys. Vardy will score today, says Samu. I don't know about that. Vardy hasn't been scoring too many. Captain is going to be Salah. There is no doubt about that. The Egyptian king is going to be my captain. That is one thing which I'm certain about. Best keeper for a clean sheet needed for a bench boost. Which is the best keeper for a clean sheet today? I'd say Alisson could be one. Alisson, I like the look of Alisson. Other than that, I'd like to say Areola could be outside, an outside chance if Areola keeps a clean sheet. Maybe Kiko Cassia, but I'm not sure about that. No, there's not many. I'm not sure if there's going to be many clean sheets today. Sanjay says, hi Wizard. Hey Sanjay, hope you're fine. Martinez or Alisson? Alisson. Always Alisson. I think Liverpool need to win this today. They're going to be... Pepe in for Fernandez, says Marco. Marco, you want to take the risk? You definitely can. I mean, that is a punt, right? That is a punt. Play Sanchez or Foster. News of Foster to be back in goal. If I was you, I would maybe play... I expect both Southampton and Brighton to concede a goal. If I was you, I'd possibly play Forster over him. But I expect both of them to concede. Any City team news? Last time I'll check it for you guys. Last time I'll check it for you because it is a bit crazy in it. Let me check. No, I don't have any team news now, right, guys? And I honestly speaking, it's just too much for me to, look through Twitter and give answer to your questions. I think right now we should relax. If we have any team news, I'm sure we've got many people on Twitter. They'll tell us the news, right? Ikjot says, I'm 12 points behind in my mini league. Should I do Captain Mane or Bamford? If I was you, I'd be tempted to go with Bamford, Depends on who that guy or the number one player in your league is captaining. Alright, guys. DCL to Bamford or Wood? Pineapple Pie, I would go with Bamford. Alright, guys. I'm just going to focus on my team. I need to make this transfer and, unlock my team. I don't want to be like panicking at the last minute. So I think it would be the best thing if I can just lock my team now. Thinking about it. Cassia is nailed. I think so because he said, their manager Bielsa said that Cassia is going to start the remaining 2 games, so hopefully he is definitely nailed. Donacha says, I've decided to go for defensive transfers, but I've decided Ederson or Ederson. The thing is, Ederson, with City, they've been conceding goals, right? It might have been to the red card due to their lack of focus on defense so much, but I'd say I would, Alisson has got more to he's got more to play for than Ederson. That's all I'm gonna say here. You already have Trent. You want to divide the risk. You go with Ederson. You want to put more risk on Liverpool. You go with Alisson. Sukraj says, thanks for the content, mate. You're welcome, Sukraj. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Light Ray says 0.1. Always in it. Always this 0.1 million is going to haunt us. The FPL managers. Mitchell for Cresswell or Dean for Trent. Or Mitchell for Cresswell or Dean or Trent Alexander-Arnold. Sergio, I don't understand the question. Can you be more clear, bro? Alright. What am I supposed to do? Come on, guys. Give me some good options. I don't see any. No more news here. Harrison and Bamford for Greenwood and Son. I mean, they're both starting Salam, so not sure if you really should do that. Maybe, you can transfer out one. Maybe, but you can just get Bamford if you can. I wouldn't suggest you to sell both of them. Mitchell for Cresswell or Dean for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Dean for Trent Alexander-Arnold for me. Play Greenwood or Watkins. Greenwood. I would play Greenwood. Hey mate, who's your captain? My captain is Salah. Extreme user, my captain is Salah. My captain is Salah, guys. For everybody who's not seeing the screen, because I'm still tinkering around with my team, which I shouldn't be. I should be locking my team. I still thinking about my team, and yeah, Smelly Web says go with Greenwood and Alioski. That was one of the options you mentioned at the start. That is true, Smelly Web. That is true. I'm still thinking, that then if I bring in Alioski, then I'll have a headache which one to start. I think Willock will good option than Greenwood. I mean, Greenwood is fine. Greenwood is starting. That's all you can expect from your players. Then if I brought in that player, then I expect him to do well, right? So Willock is good enough. I think Greenwood is still better. Salam says, sorry, I meant Son and Greenwood for Bamford and Harrison. Son and Greenwood for... Yeah, you can do it, but they're both starting. I mean, you really want to go after Leeds, you can. I would prefer Bamford and Rafinha. Soman says, gonna miss your streams, bro, once the season ends. Don't worry, Soman, I'm gonna be with you very soon. The next FPL season, maybe the Euro Fantasy, I'm not sure, but thank you so much for that comment. It really, really makes up my day when I, read such positive comments in here. Get in Torres for James Ward-Prowse. If you're confident he starts, then you get him. You have to be confident. Just, you have to be confident he starts, otherwise not. Danforth says Bale, DCL, Jota to Mane, Bamford, Willock. B is DCL, Jota, Shaw to Robertson, Bamford, Rafinha. Bale, DCL, Jota. I like the first one, Mane. Yeah, I like the first one a little bit more. Both are good though, to be honest with you, bro. Alright. Righty. Think about your team now. See, the good thing is the questions have dried up a bit, so I can think about my team. Mark Goldridge. What? Mark Goldbridge tweeted again. This is insane, right? Apparently, this might not be the team now. Is this insane? What is he saying? What's happening? I'm gonna, guys, see, this is what happens. Mark Goldbridge, where are you? Hang on, let me just give me 1 minute and I'll tell you what's happening here. He says, apparently this might not be the team now. Wow. First you leaked the team, 51 minutes to go, and now you say that might not be the team. You're insane. You're insane. You know, that is the reason we shouldn't be listening to these guys. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. I don't know what to say anymore. All the best for the last game. Oh, Captain Aguero says, Fadze, good luck. What are the transfers you made? I haven't made the transfer right now. Time to lock and load. 10 minutes to go. Rodrigo or Willock? Rodrigo for me, I'd say. It should be the better one. Yeah, I think Rodrigo starts, and I think Bamford or Antonio and Lingard or Greenwood in the starting 11. Depends if you have Antonio or not, but I would say Greenwood. Any replacement for Watkins with a 6.5? No replacement, bro. All the replacements I have are 6.6. I don't know. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not answering now. I need to think about my team as well. Thing is, if I get Alioski, then who do I start? I'd start Rudiger, Alioski, Alexander-Arnold, maybe, because then I've got Dawson on my bench, but I think that I have to take this risk if I bring in, this. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I've just been giving you the news. What the in the nose have been transferring. Like this Goldbridge is, he's the fan of United. He's saying apparently might not be the team now. This that. I mean, I don't know, guys. I honestly am so not into this stuff. I just don't know what's happening here. Everybody, like, people are crying on Twitter, like, I got rid of Bruno, this, that, and like, this is not good. Not even sure if Greenwood starts now, and all my transfer depends on this now news which we've been listening to, right? Fadzali says, Wiz, no last minute transfer. FPL Sam, what are your transfers? Let me know. I still got 7 minutes and I'm thinking, because if Greenwood, they're saying Greenwood doesn't start, whatever. Now, like, this is crazy. Otherwise, I would have just done Rafinha and Mane for Son and Greenwood. But now I'm not sure if Robo and Bamford in for Richa and Dean. Yeah, that's a decent transfer, bro. I like that. Wood or Iheanacho? Wood. I'd say Wood. All right. For now, I'm not answering. I need to make my own transfers, guys. Give me 5 minutes of my time because I need to think about my team. All I need is your help for me to decide. Owen for Fernandes, not sure. Oysen, not sure. Mane or Liverpool defense? Jackson, I'd say if you can get Mane, I'd prefer that. I'm just thinking. Best goalkeeper, I'd say Alisson for this game week. Maybe Areola outside shout. See, I don't know what's happening now, and this is so bad. In that they gave us the wrong news, and now they're saying this is not the news, and we don't even know what's happening. It's absolutely crazy, and I need to make my transfer, by the way. Mount or DCL? Mount. If I was you, I'd start Mount. Always Mount. Podpros out, Rafinha in, good move. Maybe you could go for Mount for Greenwood as the challenge for the top 4. I don't like Mount so much. I don't think he has that high of a ceiling, and doesn't allow me. Yeah, I mean, what I could do is, but then I'll have to keep Son, right? And I'm not sure if I want to keep Son. That is the whole issue about I want to take a risk. I want to, this game week is the one which, this is the last game week. I want to do something exciting and Wiz, bring in a Leeds player, says Kieran. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, my friend. I'm just thinking which one to bring in. The thing is, what I can do is, like, if I don't make these transfers, what I can actually do is I can keep Son. I can bring in Mount, right? I can bring in Mason Mount in place of Greenwood. Then I'll have like I can bring in Dallas here, you know. Like I don't need to bring in Alioski then. I can bring in Dallas here. That could be one, or I could even just keep Shaw and play Dawson, Alexander-Arnold, and Rudiger, and in place of Ward-Prowse, I can do Rafinha, and then that way I will have, you know, I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah, I can't bring in Bamford, guys. That is the thing. That is absolutely the thing. I can't bring in Bamford now. Oh. I don't have money for Bamford. Or what I can do is actually, you know what? I think I should go with my planned transfers. Whenever I panic on the stream, it always goes wrong, guys. You know, I shouldn't do this. This is, you know, so I'll just, my planned transfer was Son and Greenwood or Son and Shaw. That was the plan. Time is almost up. Yeah, I know it's almost up, but I still have 2 minutes to go. And this is gonna go right to the wire. I know it. I can feel it in my bones that I am not gonna be able to make a good transfer here. You know, the thing is, like, if I keep Greenwood and I sell Shaw and then Greenwood doesn't start, it just defeats my purpose of keeping Greenwood. And I still can't have Rafinha. Otherwise, I would have had Rafinha in my team, right? So that's the thing. I don't know. Let me see what I. Just give me a second, guys. 2 minutes left. I'm just looking at my team. I'm thinking a bit. Alright, I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, I was looking at the team. I would say Dallas for Shaw. I don't have money for Dallas for Shaw, you know. If I had the money, that wouldn't be an issue. I'll say Alioski. I'll just, you know, I have to bank on Greenwood starting, because this is what happens when you trust these in the nose. This is exactly what happens. I think this has to be it, guys, now. What do you think? We still got 2 minutes left. Isn't it? I could do Robo and Rafinha, but I just want to go for money. Just for this, because I feel Liverpool gonna hammer Palace tonight. Alright, let's go for it, guys. I hope I'm making the right transfers. Shaw, Alioski, Son to Mane. Good luck to me for making transfers on the live stream again. I shouldn't ever do it again. Always, you know what? I always say that, by the way, you know, and I always end up in this mess. Salah is my captain. Who is supposed to be Kane is fine as a vice captain. Alioski, Rudiger, Alexander-Arnold. I think this is it, guys. You know, I hope you think this is fine. You know, the thing is, I don't have any other options. I would love to have owned Bamford, Dallas, Rafinha, the usual suspects. I didn't have any options in it. By the way, guys, I'm thinking starting Antonio out of Bruno worth it. Aditya, it is not. I'd say put Antonio and Bruno both in the team. If you have Bruno, if you've kept Bruno, I don't say there's a point in benching him. Bench somebody else, but don't not. Guys, 1 minute left. Lock your teams. Let me refresh it for you to see. You know, so later on when the time is up, at least you can see my team. I also got Mane and Alioski for Jota and Reguilon. Well, I hope it works. Honestly, hope it works. You know, so this is the team, guys. This is the team. I wish I had the money to get Dallas. I didn't. I don't. And let's hope for the best now. Should I sell Salah for Bruno? No. What do you mean, Barry Salah for Bruno? No, never. Don't sell Salah. If you have Salah, don't sell Salah. Aditya says good luck, Wiz. Good luck, everyone. Kiran says time's up. So, guys, you know, this was crazy a bit. The thing is, Pro Gamer says a hard deadline stream. Robo and Rafinha would have been cool, says Sanjay. Sanjay, the thing is, I had a plan. That plan was spoiled by Kabir says have Dallas and Bamford though. That's fine, bro. That's fine. I know I don't have enough Leeds cover. Alioski is nothing if anything, right? Alioski is nothing if anything. But you know, something is better than nothing. I just wanted to you know, take a bit of a punt. Mane, Alioski, you know, if like Liverpool hammer Crystal Palace, then I'll be happy with my moves, isn't it, guys? Surfer says, thanks, Wiz, for your deadline streams. This is real fun. By the way, all of you who are watching now, and remember, guys, next season is gonna be... I'm gonna try to increase the volume of my content. I know I stopped doing the videos that I used to do and restricted myself only to deadline streams, but that was because of my commitments to my other channel that I run, like football compilations, and also to my real life as well. I'm going to do more videos next season, like midweek videos, and along with that, I'm gonna do deadline streams as well. So next season, guys, I want to make my content better for all of you to enjoy, because you come here every week and you support the channel. That is all that I want, and I enjoy that, and I want to improve my content, you know. And if I make this content better, that way we'll all benefit from it. He says, Todd says, good luck, Wiz. I waited too long and burned a transfer, I think. Todd, you know, sometimes burning a transfer is good. At least you didn't have the heartache that I had, like for the last like the last 5 minutes of the you know, before the deadline. It was insane. You know, I was thinking and I was answering questions. You know, it's crazy that my instinct, just I read the comments and I give the answers. You know, it is like subconsciously I'm thinking about my own team, but I still am programmed to read the comments and I still keep answering. Although I say, okay, give me 5 minutes and I'm not going to answer any more questions, I still answer. You know, it's like it's just ingrained into my brain now that when I see a comment, a question, I have to answer it. But I hope everybody has... would you, by the way, guys, like for me to stream after the games are over? Would you like it? If you want, I can stream right after the games are over. Let's just, you know, we can do a wrap-up stream for the season. We can, you know, we can like, you know, talk about how the season has gone in general in this game week, and then we can just wrap up the season and we can focus on that. So, all right, I'm going to set up a stream as soon as the games are over, guys. You're gonna be here with me again, and we'll talk about the season, how the games went, and you know, I'll be here with you guys, and let's have another session, a good, healthy, hearty session of 1 hour, and talk about the games, the post-season stream, right? So I'm gonna, after the games, guys, I'm gonna rest my throat. I'm gonna have a decent cup of tea, watch the games, enjoy the games. Do follow me on Twitter if you don't, by the way, guys. During the games, I tweet some stuff there. Most of it is funny. Some of it might be a bit cringe, especially if I'm not having a good game week, but at least you'll know what I'm having. So do follow me on Twitter, and I'll be back with you after the games today for another stream that is going to be a wrap-up stream for the season, guys. All right, so thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in like 2.5 hours. I guess, maybe more. No, not 2.5 hours. Hang on, I need to check. So the games start at 8:30, 2 hours, 9:30, 10:30. So it's like more 3.5 hours, right, guys? So I'll see you in 3.5 hours for a wrap-up stream, and I hope that that's gonna be much more relaxed and calm as compared to this deadline stream was. Sid says, I've followed you since the ending stage of the last season, have been doing good with your help, obviously. Will still support your content next season, bro. Good luck and may the arrows be green. Thank you so much, Sid. I really, really appreciate it. Matt says, all the best, Wiz. I went for a run and nearly missed the deadline. Brought in Tierney and Reece James last minute as I didn't have much time. Good luck, Matt. The best transfers are these kinds of transfers if they work, you know. Nishchil says, best wishes, Wiz. You've taught me FPL. Literally wish you huge success in the coming days. Thank you so much, guys. These messages mean everything to me. I can't thank you enough for being here with me, and I hope you all have a great Gameweek 38. I'll see you soon with another stream. Till then, just take care of yourselves. May the arrows be green. See you. very soon. FPL Wizards signing out for 3.5 hours with this beautiful song. Bye bye, guys.